Hi everybody, this is your boy DJ Kane getting ready to do this Souse part. This is the business is called a magical spoon. That's what I try to specialize in, and I can cook a lot of different things, but I try to specialize in like the South food, the down south Florida type thing. So today, like I say, I'm going doing the South meat, so I got my pigtails, my pork stomach, my pig ears, and we got pig feet, all that stuff. We got everything here. So what I'm doing now, we're gonna clean up everything. I mean, clean it up, clean it up, clean it up. Cause if I won't eat it, you're not gonna eat it. So I make sure I clean every little bit of this, all the way down. It takes hours. So if somebody go in and go buy a bunch of pikes of this meat and they cooking within 30 minutes, don't eat it. I'm telling you, don't eat it. Because this stuff need to be thoroughly cleaned. Do you want stuff that's come from manufacturers where they done dropped it all on the floor or whatever packages? You got fats and stuff like that that need to be extracted from this stuff. So if someone goes to the store and within about 30 minutes, they got a pot boiling, don't touch it. But all right, I'm finna get to cleaning, and I'll be right back with you. All right, people, this is day 2. Last night we did the cleaning, went through all that. So now it's soaked in there and ice all night long. So anything, blood, whatever is good, wash down the sink. So that's a good thing to do too when you're making a sauce pot, is soak it down in ice, water, something like that there, and dispose of it. Helps cleans it up a lot better too. So we finna get the prepping our veggies that's gonna be inside of it, our potatoes, all that stuff. We're finna get ready to prep that, and then we're gonna start cooking in a little while. See you in a bit. All right, my people, I'm back. Gonna cut up a little veggies, get my celery ready. Try to cut it up in the little fine pieces. Good to have a good sharp knife. Supposed to have my cutting gloves on, but get all this stuff chopped up. Just part of the prepping for this luxurious meal. All right. This trash. Okay. That's fast, quick, and easy. We're gonna rewash all this. All this stuff needs to be rewashed. I don't trust it right out the store. Like I said, you don't know if they done dropped it on the floor and bag it up. Trash. So got to get our potatoes. Like I said, all this stuff got to be rewashed afterward because it's coming out the bag. So please wash your food. So what I do with this, I just cut the potato in half, like so. Then I just cut, because you want some nice little chunk potatoes in there, so they don't disintegrate. So look, potatoes about like that size, perfect. Little moon size potatoes. Some people cut theirs up real fine, but when you cook in a hot pot like that, sometimes you'll lose your potatoes, they'll disintegrate. So, like I say, starting out, I'm gonna cut these potatoes up, and I already got my onions, bell peppers, all that stuff there already ready. So we're gonna get that done, and after a while we're gonna be outside because I'm cooking it outside on the burner. Be with you in a second. All right, people, we're outside. You see all my meat in there nice and pretty. We're gonna add some water, apple cider vinegar, and our seasoning to it. And I'll show you about the seasoning in just a second. We got it started. Got it with water. But now we got to start. I started out off on about high, so I want to get it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, then we're gonna cook it the rest of the way on medium. But you don't want to scorch your pot. You want to be able to stir. You don't want it cooking too fast that it scorch the bottom of your pot, because you don't want to scorch the whole bottom. This is an expensive pot, so you don't want to mess it up. So once you get it to a good boil, always bring your regulator down. Bring it down to about around halfway, around medium. Okay. So we gotta start it. And once it get to boiling, then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start seasoning and all that stuff there, and go on and get all that there done. And I already got all my veggies and stuff like that. They're already cut up and ready to go. So we'll be back in a little bit and we'll get the taste started with this. We done got the little plain getting it going, all that stuff there, but now it's time to put that taste to it in a little bit. So, all right, I'll be back with you in a little bit. See, I keep touching the top. It ain't hot yet. It's getting there. But we'll be back with you in a little bit. Peace. You know, I didn't want to get y'all mouth the water in too much, but I'm going to go on and show you. Got that coon in her, been slow cooking for the last about 3 hours. So I'm going to let it do it for about another 2 to 3 hours. And man, it's Florida. It's Miami, Florida plays Notre Dame today, and I'm a big Miami fan. So I'm doing this for me and the boys, our fans, or whatever. So we're going to have this, and we're going to have Souse today for the game. Ooh, boy, she's smelling good. As you see, it's going to come to a boil. So I'm cutting it down, medium. Put the flame down. I'm going to show you something else. See all that around the rim? We want to get rid of all that. So what I do, once it's done boiled for about another hour, we'll change the water. I'm gonna get all that out, and we're gonna put fresh water in there, and we're gonna start again. You want all that out. You want all that. So I want it all that there to be cooked through the meat, up to the top, pour it out. Put fresh water on it. That's why I don't want to season it right now. That's the reason why you don't season early. Because you want to boil all that out of your meat. If somebody don't do that, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Because people say like the pork, like the headaches and all that stuff. That's why a lot of people say they don't eat Souse. Just why stuff like this is left in the food, and that's what gives you the headaches and all that stuff. The high blood pressure. So what we do, we get all that out. Make sure all that's out. So when we put that apple cider vinegar to it, see, that kills all that headaches and all that kind of stuff. How running your blood pressure up by eating this. All right, just a little tip. So when you see somebody cooking and they go to seasoning, where they seasoning and that does in the water, don't eat it. This your country boy, DJ Kane, boy, just giving you some tips. All right, I'll be back with you. We boiling. All right, we back. I've cleaned all the fresh water in here. You see, you got all the gunk out the side of it. Now it's time to start seasoning. First, I'm gonna start out with apple cider vinegar. You're gonna put about a cup of apple cider vinegar in there. Just another thing that that keeps like the headache, kills a lot of the stuff they say is in pork or whatever they give you. Those that it does like that. Okay. I leave must have. Gives a nice little flavor. Worcestershire sauce. It gives it a little color. We're gonna put about a quarter of a cup. About a quarter of a cup. You can just play it by however you like. And our red crushed peppers. Don't want to put too much because some people can't stand that. You can't stand the heat. Get out the kitchen. Cayenne pepper. It's coming back to a boil now. Onion powder. Black pepper. It's a bigger pot, so you see I'm putting a lot of it in there. And garlic salt. I use any other salt but garlic salt. And you don't want to be heavy-handed with this either. See, a lot of this to taste, you can't just tell somebody exactly how much because it's to taste. It depends on how big your pot is. It's the main ingredient, all-purpose seasoning. This where you get a lot of your flavors from. So with a pot this big, so I'm gonna drop about 3/4 of this big thing. Then, like you say, further on down the line, you can add some more stuff to it. This right here, the Zazu, this gonna give you that red. So I put about, in this one I put six packs. And it gives it some good seasoning. Sazon, yeah, Goya. Now it's our lime pepper. This is a good Caribbean taste to it. Get that Caribbean taste. So we're gonna just sprinkle a little bit of that lime in there. Lime pepper. Let's give a good stir. And look how it look now. Oh man, that look beautiful. That look beautiful. So now I'm gonna come back in a few minutes and I'm gonna add in about a cup of butter. About a cup and a half of this pot this big, about a cup and a half, two cups of butter. People might ask, why you putting butter in there? It gives it that thick. You get all the flavor, man. It's a game changer with Souse fries. A lot of people don't use butter, but believe me, if you want that sticky, icky flavor, oh man, you got to have the butter. Man, look how that looks. It's already looking. Wow. Get a taste. So see what I got as the meat. If I didn't say that earlier, I have pig feet, pigtails, hog maws, pig ears in there. And pork. See, like that, I have like pork loin. I cut some of that up in there. And it just looks fantastic. See, like the pork loin, I got pork loin cut up in here as extra meat, make it more medium. When I do that bed of rice to go with this, That's my coon that I got in there cooking. But Miami better win today. We playing Notre Dame today. Miami, I'm doing it for you. We gotta cooking some South Florida food down here in the country. I'm in Lake City, Florida. We down there doing some down south cooking down in the country. We support our hurricanes down here, so we trying to do it big for y'all, even down here in the country. So y'all need to do it for us today. All right, y'all. Oh man, this look good. I'll be back with y'all shortly, and when I come back, we're gonna add our butter, and like I said, I got all my potatoes, corn, bell pepper, onions, all that stuff already ready. So when I come back, I'm gonna drop all that stuff in here. Because potatoes, but besides the potatoes, because the potatoes are always the last thing. I put that in like when the pot about over with. Because actually you can set the potatoes in there if you're not gonna be eating for about an hour. The potatoes will cook in this hot. It's just because the water's hot, the potatoes will cook themselves. So you don't really have to don't pour your potatoes in her while it's in full boil like this. You wait to the end when you're about done, then you add your diced up potatoes in. All right. So I'll be back with you shortly. Then we'll be getting to the finished product after a while. So I try to cook this, and I haven't said that. So I like this here to cook for about 4 hours. So we're already about an hour and a half in. So game time at 7:30. And I can't see the time on there, but it's around 3 o'clock now. So I'm gonna have plenty of time. All right, see y'all in a little bit. All right, we back. Boy, it's boiling down, it's looking good, smelling good. Now it's time to add up my veggies. So we got our onion. I had some peas and little mixed vegetables. I went on and added that in there. But I got my bell pepper and celery. So we're gonna dump all that. I got my corn, cut up corn. We're gonna dump that. Then we're gonna add more broth. It don't matter, chicken or beef broth is good for this. You just want to give it that flavor, that texture. I got another one of those. And I was telling you about the butter. So we're gonna use about 2 cups of butter. So we got about an hour and a half left to cook. So by that time, our veggies, and about 30 minutes, about 20 minutes before it's time to go, I add the potatoes. But yeah, gonna add all this in. Add a little bit more water to it. All right, we're gonna add a little bit more water to this here and let it cook for about say about another hour and a half. But like I say, one thing is important. Please stir by every 15 minutes. Because this stuff will stick to the bottom of your pot. I don't care what kind of pot you get, it will stick. So, but if you come out here continuously put a stir on it, it won't stick as much. So Like I say, stir it every about 15 to 20 minutes. And so, yo, with that though, like I say, I'm gonna add a little bit more water to it and let it simmer down. Then we're gonna come back with the finished product. And then we're gonna get ready for Miami and Notre Dame today. Miami, the U. All about the U, baby. Yes, sir. Miami and Notre Dame today. We're gonna eat good. Some of that down south, southern meal, and watch these Hurricanes whoop some ass. Catholics versus convicts. Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Got the pot on deck. All right, people, we back with the finished product. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we getting ready to play some football. The game about getting ready to get kicked off. So I'm about to head over to where we're watching the game, where we tell you watching the game. And I know some people over there waiting on this right here right now. So I've been getting phone calls, where you at, where you at. So I'm finna get ready to get over there. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. I'm new, I'm just trying the YouTube thing. So y'all please subscribe to my page so you know I can keep doing these videos like this here, and I keep bringing stuff, even with music, bring music video, you know, stuff like that there, you know, things that I be doing with my DJing and all that stuff that I'm finna try to lock in and start working on this YouTube page. So you'll get a lot of cooking, a lot of music stuff, entertainment, you know, to watch. So please subscribe, please. All right, y'all see it, convict versus Catholics. Let's go Miami. All about the U. Peace.